Um, no, we can't. Can you hear us? Yes, we can hear you. Uh,
Hey everybody, Dan here, finally live with a dying Siggy and a technologically impaired lurker. So, welcome back. Yes, Barbara, you will have a chance to hear witty banter between me and Siggy, although Siggy is probably not going to be bantering as much because he is currently dying. Say hi, Siggy.
hello. Yeah, I am indeed dying, as is probably everyone else, but we'll somehow make it through, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe. So that's why we've picked up a backup Siggy. Go ahead and say hi, lurker.
Hello.
That's our backup Siggy. So when Siggy starts talking and starts dying, coughing, and sounds like garbage, he's going to chime in with what Siggy was going to say, but funnier. Well, probably not as funny, honestly. You're not German. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, Germans aren't
I
funny,
like
but
don't
like
have
Yeah,
I
bad
laugh
things
at
going
them.
for me, man.
It'll be fine. It'll be just fine.
I think
Rex
so.
Lurker gets to be in the banter, not you, because he's purple. only purple in Twitch, and that's far less impressive. I'm obviously grandfathered in because I'm like you, except more attractive and funny, and Siggy's the one who has OBS open. So that's how our roles got set.
That's fair.
Works for me. I knew that there
So,
was some reason I did this for so many years.
yeah.
As a side note, quick FYI, if any one of you is looking for a game of Kingdoms right now, there's a pod for that on Cockatrice.
Okay, so let's start things off. Siggy, you want to tell me who we have playing in this bonus round pod today?
I have absolutely no idea, but I can look it up if you want.
Because I'm pulling up deck lists. I know we have Mr. Barbecue on... Oh my god, mouse, stop scrolling. We have Mr. Barbecue on his wonderful, and by his I mean little brother's, wonderful, well, it's probably a little bit his at this point, Paradox Scepter Storm list, Thrasios and Vial Smasher, using Paradox Engine and a whole buttload of things that tap for mana that aren't lands to pump out a whole bunch of crazy kills. So who else do we have in this pod?
Oh, this one's actually kind of spicy now that I'm looking at it.
Harem King's ASM, right?
Yeah, I was looking in the chat. It looks like ASM and maybe Bolshevik Victory are both in.
Yeah, and Empedocles.
I know I'm a pod. I'm Pedocles also. Oh crap. I know
Pedo?
him. What does he play?
Okay, so on to ASM's, who's going to be Harem King in Cockatrice. It looks like ASM has brought his usual Selvala brew that he is known for.
I believe Bolshevik Victory is on Carador. I could be wrong.
I have
that
no idea.
would be real stupid, and I hope not for his sake. Where is he in here? What is his handle in our little thing?
Bolshevik Victory. I think he's on Zer, but I'm not.
Is it just that? You said Empedocles is the other guy?
Yeah.
No, he's on Bolshevik Victory. Is definitely on Zer. Okay. Is he on? Yeah, he's on.
He's on Shimmerzer. He's on Shimmerzer. Yep.
Sweet.
He's sorry. I know him in real life. He plays Carador and Shimmerzer. I forgot that he had both of those.
Yeah. So Shimmerzer is his recent innovation that he posted to the Doomsday Zer list that Schooloff popularized, where you play Shimmering Mirror, which lets you Necropotence for some obscene amount and win before you go into cleanup and have to discard Necropotence cards into exile. Shimmer Mirror's flash and gives artifact spells flash, so you dump your hand and try not to lose, which is kind of sweet. And so, who is our last one? It is it Cockatrice Pod? I can't tell for sure. So we have SM, Bolshevik Victory, and who else in this pod, Siggy?
Empedocles and Barbecue.
What is he running? Okay, it looks like a Captain Sisse deck. Is he on Paradox Engine? He is on Paradox Engine. Okay, so, and a nice Paradox Sisse list to round things out. This list is also fairly recent because of the introduction of Paradox Engine. It's a typical Hate Bears package with a Storm finish using Paradox Engine. Since Captain Sisse can tutor for it, you have a lot of control over what actually happens. So, what do you guys think? How does this pod look to you?
Definitely interesting. So, from the looks of it, I think we basically have like 3. If Bolshevik Victory is on Zer, is he?
Yeah. He is on Shimmerzer.
Okay. Yeah, so we've basically got 3 fast combo lists, and one that can go like either way. Which means that I think Empedocles is gonna have a bit of a tough time in this pod. A lot is going to depend on how quickly ASM will be able to threaten a victory, and how well Bolshevik Victory and Barbecue will be able to keep up interaction. See EDH bonus round. But yeah, that's basically my initial take on it.
Seems reasonable to me. I know, so Selvala is obviously blazingly fast when it wants to be. So I think if ASM can get ahead and just table on turn 2, he's obviously in a good spot because he'll have won. I don't think Sisei is going to be able to do much to stop him. So I think one of either him or Barbashanu off of the actual win on maybe as early as turn 3 is going to fall on Bolshevictory's shoulders.
What's your take on it, Lurker?
What do you think, Lurker?
Trying to get extra headphones to work because reject.
And that is our senior moderator Lurker's expert analysis of this pod, everyone. I hope you're paying attention.
But like actually overall, so we have Zur, Selvala. Did we know what the last person was on?
Those Selvala, Empedocles is on Captain Sisei, Paradox Sisei, and Barbashanu is on the Thrasios Vial Smasher Paradox Engine deck.
I mean, personally, I don't love Silvala's spot at that table. There's just kind of a lot of things that they can kind of do to fuck with you. And everybody has answers to like a turn 2 or 3 Silvala without too much difficulty, like a activation rather. The Shimmerzer feels kind of decent here just because you get to like kind of sit around and let other people do shit. I also kind of like the Sisei's spot. If you manage to get like 1 or 2 hate pieces out that don't fuck with one person or fuck with like one person massively, the other people will protect it, and that's kind of nice. It depends a lot on the opening hands, as always.
Oh, fuck, they've started already.
What?
Yeah. Are you guys in the game?
Those filthy whores. Yes. Okay,
I
so
don't
we have
see it.
Mystical
What's
Play
the
for
password?
Barbashanu, Carpet of Flowers for Empedocles, Birds of Paradise for ASM, and Bolshevictory only has a command tower in play. It looks like we're in the second round. Thank you, Siggy, for getting us in there late. And
I didn't have the password up until now.
their fault for being silly. But yeah, so we haven't missed a whole lot. We are in the middle of Barbashanu's
Second turn, it looks.
Oh, that's a gamble.
resolving gamble.
Oh, good card.
So what do you think of these starts? These are some... I like them. I think these are some strong
Oh yeah,
starts.
everybody's got quite a bit. I would assume that the Bolshevictory is holding up an end of turn tutor, but he might just actually have nothing.
It's possible.
Although if he had had an end of turn tutor, he would have played it in response to the Remora, so no.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Well, the Remora may have came down on turn 1 before he...
That's true. That's true. No, it actually did
No,
come
then
down
again-
on turn 1 before he played.
Yeah, because there's an age counter on it. Yeah, so no
Yep.
end of turn tutor for Bolshevictory. So it's possible he just kept an interaction heavy hand, which is perfectly defensible in this pod.
Yeah, nothing here would have
Actually
been
the second
would have
slowest
eaten
deck.
the counter either. So
I mean, it's kind of nice how Barbachinu is possibly intentionally, possibly naturally able to play around Empedocles' Carpet of Flowers. However, Bolshevictory is kind of spoiling his plans there.
I mean, he's kind of forced into it with a high tide mana base, but
Yeah.
that's
You're
what
not
you
getting
do.
away with no islands.
Glory.
on High Tide.
There's a reason people run choke and carpet and nothing else as far as like specific land hate.
Very true.
Choke is immoral.
Sylvan
I love
Library
choke
for
so
ASM.
much. It feels so wonderful.
Well, because you only play mono blue decks. If you branched out a bit, you might actually like it.
I also play bug
Dude.
decks.
But by branched out, you mean I added red to a 3-color combination I've been playing for 6 years. I'm doing it, guys. I added 6 red
Ooh.
cards to a green-white-black deck.
What? That's filthy.
Even Mind Sensor. Good stuff.
I like that. That is one of the 2 cards I would want to
Pretty
see early.
unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate that he had to like play it out the way he did with
Yeah.
carpet mana.
But missing a land drop, still better to have it than to not have anything.
Oh, for sure.
Of Mystic Remora already? That's pretty good. Looks like
Oh wow,
he
he's
is
keeping the
paying,
Remora alive for
Yeah.
one more
Wow.
turn.
that is a strong statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Really interesting.
With a discarded Isochron in the scepter, or Isochron scepter in the graveyard too.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's in his hand, but it's probably stacked.
There is a chance
So
he's holding like a bunch of tutors, which he can't really use right now, and that's the reason why he's keeping the Remora alive, so he can get more cards.
I'd just like to comment that the ASM kept a one lander with only one dork in it.
The hand probably was like Landork Sylvan, which, while not fast, is really good in grindy games.
I
Because
suppose
a turn
it's
2
just,
Sylvan is going to draw you a lot of cards.
you know, his deck doesn't value the game going on for longer and longer in general. His deck kind of like loses to just like not having Sylvala ever untap with you, like never having her lose summoning sickness loses you this game.
True.
So like you generally want to abuse the fact that you are one of the like speediest decks in the format by just trying to punish other people for doing greedy shit like paying for a Mora twice, and this guy for not playing anything turn 1 and playing a talisman turn 2. You know, that's the kind of hand. This is like a dream scenario for Selvala, is these 2 decks being on exactly what they're on, and you know, oh, but he had the swords, but he wasted the swords, so
Huh.
yeah,
Real.
so
That's an
you
interesting-
know, I think that Selvala would have probably been like I actually wait, 6 cards in hand, 7, 8, 9. Did he mold a 6?
So I mean, we got here too late to.
No. We can do math, guys. Come on.
It's late.
3 cards off Remora?
He's drawn 2 cards, and he's played 1, 2, 3.
That's
So no,
9,
he could have. I think he could have mulled the 6 for a hand with 2 lands and a dork.
Twitch chat saying he had not mulled the 6.
Yeah, I think he could have mulled 2/6. Then is what I was saying. I've seen Silvala get some turn 2 wins with a mull to 6.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked mulliganing a little more aggressively against this pod, but obviously, I'm not a Sylvala expert, and ASM is, so. Given what Bolsheviktory's done, do you think he's going to be trying to actively play Xur this game? Because he hasn't seemed to do a whole lot besides, you know, just mana and swords. So
I mean, he's clearly got something going on this turn. Let's. All right, yeah.
Huh?
So he's got some fast mana.
cool.
I don't know if I'd call a Soul Ring on turn 3 that fast.
Yeah, but it means he gets to play more things than just that. Especially if he's thinking about it. I don't know. He's probably been holding on to that because of the Remora, waiting for it to die.
Yeah.
At least I could see that. Especially if you have no plays off of it. It feels good to just keep it.
True that.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh when Barba just untaps and kills everybody because of this Remora.
He's gotten
5
like
cards
this
now?
is quite a few cards off of this Remora.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what did he discard? Oh no, he didn't discard anything. He had a Git Probe and a Flooded Strand.
Yeah, get probe and fetch. So Bolshevictory in the tank on his turn. Maybe he has Chain of Vapor in his hand.
Possibly. I mean,
When he's thinking he's just gonna like randomly win because Chain of Vapor.
yeah.
He actually
From
has
what I've
enough
seen,
nauseam from it.
his deck really does try to just cast Zur, and then you can win the next turn, like right away.
Yeah.
Just win
'Cause
during your
Zur-
end step. It's really cool.
Actually, with Shimmermere, playing Zur is so much stronger than in the
Well-
non-Shimmermere builds.
Well, yeah. So
Mhm.
the whole thing is that the traditional Zur is, you play a mana rock on turns 1, 2, or 3. You get Zur out on turns 2 or 3. You swing with him. You get Necropotence. You draw a bunch. You go down to 7, and now you have a perfect 7 that will auto win you the game on your next turn. So it takes a turn to play Zur, a turn to swing, and then a turn to win. And like the idea with his deck is that it's less consistent, but you get an extra turn because you get to swing with Zur, get your Necropotence, draw a ton of cards, Shimmermere, flash everything in, and just combo off at instant speed at your own end step in response to Necropotence triggers. And I've seen it work. It's like really cool when it does, but it also
Gives up
can just
some
kind of go for the
consistency.
normal Zur line.
So in his seat, what do you think you're demonic tutoring for here?
Uh,
Me as a super greedy player, I'm probably demonic tutoring for like a Flusterstorm or something, or like a
I
Spell
mean, I was
Pierce
thinking
or
just like Swan Song, or just okay. No, he's
Yeah.
just gonna play more mana rocks and shit. Well, I think
I would
that he's
absolutely
probably
DT
got
for
something.
Counterspell. I hope he has Force or maybe Pact or something, because I am scared of Barbachanu untapping.
He's got a blue from Talisman, so
Mhm.
he could have like a Flusterstorm or a Swan Song or something. Spell Pierce to spell. I'm not sure how many he runs, but
Yeah, I would really want to be holding up some interaction for this next turn cycle.
Definitely. I mean, even with one piece of interaction, it might be hard to
ASM
fight.
finally finds the land he needed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Digs deep.
Did he take any damage?
He did. He paid 8
Oh,
for
nice.
his Sylvan.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's a gentleman's library.
Just Ancestral Recall every turn.
I think he's just gonna go for it. Yeah, cast Sylvala. Yes, there
So-
it is.
So with Barbachanu being the threat that he is, do you counter?
I don't counter this Sylvala. No, if I'm sitting in the Zur seat, and if I'm sitting in the Thrasio seat, I certainly don't counter. I think
Yeah,
they're
you want
both
that
trying to
protection.
hope that the other one deals with the Sylvala so that they don't have to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I also wouldn't have countered it.
This is not going to be on Barba here.
Ooh,
Ooh,
good shit.
one of my
That is a
favorite cards.
Oh, nice.
That is a nice play. Oh, I love it.
Oh, well-timed Tanglewire can really help the Sylvala deck win right here.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know
More
if
than,
it gives.
yeah.
It buys him
This
another
means
turn.
that ASM gets an extra turn of drawing with his library, and then he's going to play a land, and then he
Actually,
could possibly go off the turn after that very easily.
This actually really makes me think Bolshevictory is going to have it. If he has Ad Nauseam in hand, he can respond to Tanglewire in his upkeep by Ad Nauseam.
That's true.
He can probably just win from there.
Yep.
So while the Tanglewire stops Barbachanu,
actually,
he might.
If Barbachu decides to pay for his Remora right here in response to like float mana in response to the Tanglewire trigger, then if Zur tries to combo out without
Force
removing the
Removal,
Remora,
yeah. Huh.
He's got a little bit of a chance to like draw into a force.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Decides to do now.
Wait, is he? Oh, that's Tangle Wire. Wait, so I don't know that.
Looks like he is
Yep.
not. Yeah, okay. So he's paying for Mystic
Yeah,
Remora.
I mean it's the only reasonable thing to do when you're gonna be tapped out.
That Mystic Remora should be tapped.
It
Technically.
should
It
not.
can't
You do
be.
not tap enchantments, not to Tangle Wire.
Yep.
Oh, what? I thought
In
it was
fact,
permanent.
almost nothing in the game taps an enchantment, and that's why Second Wind is so weird.
I'm just bad at magic, I guess.
Yeah, there's like an old design rule that's enchantments don't tap.
Huh. I guess I'm the idiot.
Like there are a couple of exceptions, and obviously all the enchantment creatures tap low, but
Yeah.
So would you go for an ad nauseum on your upkeep?
depends on how depends on how easily my deck can deal with having no mana sources with an Adnaz, because like it's pretty.
I mean, he hasn't played a single piece of 0 mana ramp right now. Like he has Crypt, he has Opal, he has Diamond, he has Chrome, he has
Yeah, that's true. He
Lotus
has all
Petal,
of
he
them.
has LED, he has everything left. How is there a Kiora's follower here?
This he's discarding
Yeah.
to hand size.
That makes more sense.
It does.
He's discarding
Ooh,
Pact
discarding
of Negation.
Pact.
Why?
Oh,
Oh,
that I'm really not a fan of.
That is bold.
I mean, he's got to have like force of will and another counter if he does that.
You're gonna have
Even
Force
then?
Will card and another counter. Like holy shit.
so I guess technically, because he'll lose if he casts it. So like he
No, he
doesn't have
won't.
5 mana sources. Mox Opal doesn't make mana.
Oh, Mox Opal doesn't make mana. You're
He
totally
can only
right. I
untap
forgot that it
and
was
pay for
Mox
4.
Opal.
So
No, you're right. He can't cast it. You're right. You're totally right.
that makes sense. That's a painful pitch though.
Yeah, that really is, especially when you're so close. It's like, oh, if this
Yeah.
had been any other Moxen, like Diamond or
Probably could have won this
fucking
turn
Chrome.
if there wasn't a Tangle Wire.
So, to recap quickly, he discarded Kiora's Follower, Impulse, Pact of Negation, and Tainted Pact. Any
Upkeep.
comments on that?
All right, so we got rid of a Tainted Pact, and all right, so Pact of Negation makes sense. He doesn't have 5 mana. We all understand. Kira's Follower makes sense. He doesn't need the 2 mana Dork right now. Tainted Pact means he's got the things he needs in his hand, though.
That's what I'm hearing from this, and that he maybe even has protection.
If this guy doesn't have protection, I would be very sad.
Yeah. Because discarding Tainted Pact means even if you think you're going to untap and be able to get on one more turn, that you don't think you need it. If he assumes he has one more turn because of this Tangle Wire, Tainted Pact, or not Tainted Pact, sorry, Pact of Negation gives him protection that turn. So discarding Pact of Negation means he has everything, including protection.
What the? Oh my.
No way.
Wait, what?
No way.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say the only reason you would keep up a Soul Ring, not a command tower, is because I also assumed he didn't draw like top deck a land right there because he didn't play a turn 3 land, so he must have just top decked that Marsh Flats. But wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So he decided to keep the command tower instead of the marsh flats, instead of the soul ring. But like I was going to say, the only reason you keep a soul ring is if the only card in your hand is Shimmer Mirror, and you're just going to play it like for value.
Tech. Flash and
Ooh,
Shimmer Mirror on end
dude,
step.
Glamour the Mystic Remora.
Whew.
Forget this is even a card sometimes.
That's spicy.
So which do you play, Siggy? Do you play D-Glamour or do you play the one, what is it,
Unravel the Aether?
Or do you play both?
Probably not both, considering Natural State and Nature's Claim exist. What does...
But in mono green, you play all of them because that's all you got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, to be fair...
They're the exact same card.
Um,
Is the art on D-Glamour better than Unravel the Aether?
I'm gonna have to look that up. The art on the Glamour is...
Weird as
interesting.
hell.
I kind of like it. Like, there's some nice apples on there, some more fruit. That's good stuff. Wait, did he...
So
He's
Vala
will
should
be
be
tutoring
tapped.
during his upkeep.
Oh, that's
So
what's going
Vala
on.
should still be tapped, though.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. And yep, they just called it too.
Cool.
Can spectators not see arrows?
They should be able to, but I'm not
I mean,
sure.
I could see the arrows. Could you?
Has anybody been using them?
Yeah, we just had some from D-Glamour to Mystic Remora and back.
Oh yes, no, you're right. I totally saw them too. Never mind.
That's
I just
good.
was expecting. I use arrows very, very leniently in Cockatrice. I just like use them all the time. Used to
Paper.
always having them.
All
on
the
screen.
arrows are in my brain. Or something. Enlightened Tutor for a Mana Crypt. That's not bad.
It's kind of
Carpet
incredible
of
how
Flowers.
the Mystic Remora drew like 10 cards and then ate a removal spell. That's actually
Right?
nuts.
Oh, man.
Wow, he's getting the Sisei down. I'm really liking this Sisei's chances. Tanglewire
Yeah.
is a ridiculous card, friends.
Yeah.
This is
I see a lot of stacks decks not running Tanglewire nowadays, and I very much disagree with that decision.
I love that card.
If you look at the 4 Tana Timna lists, I think I might be. No, I think 2 of us are running it. I forget which ones.
But there's like 50 different Tonatibba lists now.
There are 4 right now.
On Tanglewire. Barba's gonna kill someone. Or he thinks he's gonna kill someone.
I mean, unless the Zur has a counter spell,
See, I don't know if I would
be
fight over
very
this.
surprised if Thrasios does not win through this. Like,
The counter spell. Do you interact here and put both of you back a turn? Or do
No,
you try and interact
for
with
sure
him?
not.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I would save my counter spell for like the Paradox Engine or something to try and tap him out before he goes off.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, if Thrasios' counterspell costs mana, then you should have just killed the stopped the Chain of Vapor, but it's generally not going to be worth it to take that risk.
Oh, shock for Watery Grave. Smells like it's going off time.
Yeah, I would assume he's going to try to go off here.
Like dump a Paradox Engine and
5
then mana
mana
crypt or
open. Like you've got a lot you can do. He's been handcrafting all game. He discarded the Tainted Pact. He really told us that he had the win already with that.
The optimal line to maximize his mana and cards. Play around whatever counter spells Bolshevictory has, because it's basically 2 mana or less interaction from Bolshevictory or nothing at this point. I don't think Empedocles or ASM are going to have anything.
Yeah, and with 4 cards in hand, I'm really honestly, I do expect the Zur to have something.
Yeah.
He's been holding up mana all game, and all he's played is a swords. And I don't think he was holding up mana all game for a swords.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, if he has mana drain right now, that'd be great.
Nah, I think he has a
Even if he
1
mana
mana
drains.
counter spell personally.
Probably, because he represented that with Talisman of Dominance, I think. But
yeah, he's represented it all game. Actually, he's represented it literally every turn.
doesn't mean he couldn't have top decked a mana drain. Because if he has a mana drain, it's easy win next game or
Yeah,
turn. That seems unlikely.
fair.
It's probably a
I mean-
swan song. At least that's what I would want it to be on this turn. It's the relevant card. Paradox Engine or Ad Nauseam. I guess Flusterstorm works too. If you're hitting Ad Nauseam, Flusterstorm's actually more efficient against Ad Nauseam. But
Let's see what he does.
My favorite is always to just be holding on to Swan Song. I always feel very safe with that card in my hand.
It's
Tutor.
Demonic Tutor will resolve.
Yeah.
Nobody and their mother is going to counterspell that.
I don't know. With 3 mana open, do you counterspell the Demonic Tutor if you have a win in hand next turn?
We know that the Zur deck's always, until he has Zur in play, he's always a turn away from winning for the most part, unless he has Ad Naus in his hand, in which
Has
case
Ad Nauseam in his hand.
he needs
I
to be
would counter it.
untapped. You know, you need to untap with an Ad Naus.
Yeah,
usually.
I forgot there can't main phase Ad Nauseams very well.
Yeah, so like, you know, the Zur kind of represents a threat when he's holding up 5 mana or is showing a Zur in play for the most part. They can still kind of sneak main phase Ad Naus, but it's hard.
Honestly forgotten that main phase Ad Nauseam is not the normal way to Ad Nauseam.
well.
I think I do that like 90% of my games when I Ad Naus.
It's an instant.
Storm count.
It is.
2.
If it was 4 mana and a sorcery, I'd still play it. So he still has 5 mana.
Yeah.
Paradox Engine?
Vandal Blast.
Oh my!
That's
Interesting.
that is solid.
So, do we think Sylvala just wins now?
If Bolshevictory burns his counterspell on Vandal Blast, yes, but I don't think he will. If Bolshevictory
Really?
holds up his
I would blow
counterspell
my
for a
counterspell on this overloaded Vandal Blast personally.
Yeah,
win.
You can't win without it.
At
You need
least-
to what? Top
I
deck
don't know, like, what
another
if you have-
land in a 29 land deck? That's impossible.
Oh,
That's
let's
impossible.
go. Let's it go. So, disciplined play. I kind of like it.
Or he just doesn't have the counterspell.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
He's got all of us convinced he can counter something. Gland.
Right.
That'd be boring. I'd rather see an impulse right now or something. Boring.
I think Sylvala's definitely going to be
Observe.
able to threaten a win here next turn if Bolshevictory doesn't do
Has
something.
the Dreadnought in her hand. Like,
Yeah.
she's got the win.
Yeah.
Like, the Barbachanu just really threw the ball into Zer's court, saying, if you don't stop Silvala, we all lose.
But see, is that such a greedy thing because he's been representing that swan song all game?
Oh god, he's tapping out.
Oh, God.
Oh,
so
man.
he does have the answer. There it is. He's got the answer.
Oh, boy.
That works.
Sisse, too. Man, this game is back and forth.
Wow, that's
Lotus
gotta
Petal.
feel bad as a
Still
Zer
has
player,
Swan Song
being
up.
forced into that corner there.
Yeah.
That's a feel bad moment. That's one of those moments where you can decide to just pass and say fuck you, or you can just go for it.
Still holding
That's-
Swan Song up.
Yeah, he's literally
representing the
still
Swan Song.
representing this swan song. This is
Fucking
like
hell.
actually amazing.
Yeah. This is...
That was that play.
So do we think he had the Lotus Petal or he top decked it?
Probably. Oh man.
I think if he'd had it like way earlier when the Tangle Wire was still out, he probably would have played it into the
Yeah.
Tangle Wire.
So you may have ripped that one off the top. Barbishanu commenting, knew it. So, how boned is ASM right now?
Probably not particularly.
Oh, look at that.
5
He
mana
gets another mana
Selvala
dork.
stuck on 2 lands?
It's green.
I mean, he's got a Sylvan library, so he just looked at his top cards, said "fuck those," and shuffled them away.
He paid 4. He took 2 of them. But he hasn't played a land right now, so that's not...
Yeah, it's not super.
Like, you,
I mean,
you
that's why he's
probably
shuffling
play the
them.
land in Green Suns for 2, right? If you have it, like,
Yeah.
that's not great. Because that's at least another turn before he can play Selvala, so he's at least 2 turns from a win at this point.
Yep. But yeah, that's kind of all you need to shut down Silvala. You kill her once, and then it takes her at least 2 more turns usually to get back to where she was, and then you kill her again. It sometimes can take her 3 or more turns to get up to like 6 or 7 mana.
Oath of Nissa. I love a good ponder.
Wow. It's so sad how green just gets better card draw than blue in recent sets.
We should probably just avoid bringing up anything recent in this stream. Try and stay on topic.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, Oath of Nissa, slow recovery. It can grab lands, so to make his 3rd land drop. Otherwise, he's going to be in a world of hurt soon. Although Carpet's making 3 mana now. That's actually pretty good. So, chances now. 4 cards in hand, buttload of mana.
I mean, if those 4 cards are interaction, he's doing nothing. He's playing Thrasios and hoping that he can start end step drawing cards. And if those 4 cards are like tutors in combo, then he's got it. It's he kind of like I'm really surprised if he actually has some kind of combo in his hand, honestly, because I think he would have played it last turn, right?
I don't know. Vandal Blast is a pretty strong setup play, but I guess if you have the chance to win instead of just feeding potentially ASM the game, I don't know if I like.
Yeah, I just don't like it because it requires Zer to have an answer to Silvala. And if it doesn't, you're handing the game on a silver platter.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I like this.
Tangle Wire.
Tangle Wire back.
Oh boy.
Between 4 permanents, Barbachanu can... I don't even know anymore.
I mean,
place.
if he has a land drop here, he can still cast Paradox Engine if he has that, of course.
Tapping down lands instead of Mox Opal means he probably doesn't have Paradox Engine. Because you'd want to leave for... Where are we in his main phase?
Ah,
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
or
I
he
guess
just has a candle.
Candelabra can also do it.
true.
So 1, 2, 3. That's only 4 mana though, so he still needs a land drop to be able to Paradox Engine. What does he have? Does he?
So, assuming he gambled for the other half of Dramatic Scepter,
Oh yeah,
he
good
still
point.
has a Dramatic Reversal in hand?
Yeah, I assume that he has the dramatic reversal in hand. So that nets you up a little bit of mana.
Candelabra, untap land, 3 mana,
Candelabra
dramatic
untap a
reversal.
land, tap the other lands
Goes
to
up
play
to
dramatic
yeah.
reversal. Yeah, it like works. Should he be listening to us say this?
I mean, give him lines that he doesn't already see. We don't see his hand, and he is
You'd be
by
surprised.
he is a very competent pilot.
It was a joke. I'm kidding.
To tap mana to activate Candelabra. Did he? Oh no, he tapped Mana
Yeah, he
Crypt
had
to
one
cast the
floating, but
Candelabra.
he never emptied it from his pool.
Yeah. Song up.
Yep, keeping it up forever.
I mean, Bolshevictory is never gonna let it die.
He does have Zernek's turn finally.
With Swan
With
Song
Swan Song
protection.
up.
He is never not having Swan Song up this game, I think.
Even if he hasn't had it this whole time, he's represented it like a champ. Like the best kind of blue player. The kind who doesn't let people like fucking, get away with that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. It is
We all
quite
thank you for your service, comrade.
admirable.
ASM's making land drops again.
That's good.
Well, that's what that shuffle will do for you.
He discarded some of the Dryads. That's interesting.
I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot on this board, right? Like, everything makes mana, or it takes mana. So,
If
there's nothing to song.
I mean, if Bolshevictory does actually go for Zer at some point, then it is a decent card. Of course, he's probably gonna hope to close out the game before he does that.
He'd rather just win after Bolshevictory taps down for Zer.
Yeah. That's fair.
Abrupt Decay on the tank? No, Tanglewire's 4 mana, isn't it?
Tanglewire costs 3.
That card is absurd.
Yeah, and it taps to itself. Ugh, it's gross.
Okay, so that's an Abrupt Decay, so Barbachanu probably going to try and win again this turn. Let's see if that Swan Song can stop him. Does ASM have any...
Yeah.
removal spells left for Paradox Engine that he can cast?
Nature's Claim.
He already spent the Nature's Claim. That was on...
But he did?
Wait,
on
he did?
Not Oath, sorry, Carpet of Flowers.
True. There is a Nature's Claim.
Because nothing else hits Paradox Engine in his deck that I am aware of.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for him.
But see, Barbara untap a land is not a strong play. So I don't know. Like, you wouldn't be setting up this long, would you? Last turn with.
I really think that if that's the case, then discarding the Tainted Pact was incorrect.
Possibly. Oh, wheel. That'll.
Cool.
Wow. Well, that's interesting.
Wheel with this much mana.
If you're Zer, do you Swan Song that?
Oh fuck, that's a hard choice to
That's
make.
a really hard question. I really don't know if I do.
Oh,
I wouldn't. You're reloading as much as he is. So chances are you're going to be able to
I think
into...
Ooh. I could be wrong, but I think Empedocles should have waited on that. Oh no, he's about to discard it. Never mind, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Yeah, I thought the same for a second, but Wheel of Fortune is. Oh, he counters it.
Oh, there's a swan song.
Cool.
He wants that candlesticks.
Interesting.
I might actually swan song the Wheel of Fortune. ASM is at least a turn off.
Wait, going by
is at least 3 turns off.
Going by what we see on the stack right now, I think swan songing the wheel would be the correct choice.
With Barba having 1 card left in hand, if I had it, I would have done it there.
He did have the dramatic reversal in his hand that whole time.
Yeah.
He gambled for the scepter and entombed the wrong card.
Well, he gambled for one of them and he got the other.
No, bullshit victory never had it!
Wait, oh yeah,
God.
Let's check
He
some
never get
graveyards.
ad nauseum dramatic reversal and windfall.
Wow. Yeah.
Alright.
What a madman.
See, that's what you gotta do though. You gotta commit.
Alright, I'm pulling
If
up
you
some...
wanna lie in this game, you fucking lie as hard as you can.
He had us convinced.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Draw to
honestly.
7. Ancient Tomb for turn. That's actually kind of scary from Barbara Chanu.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look at graveyards here. Anything interesting? Probably the most interesting stuff is Bolsheviktory's graveyard with the Adnars.
Adnar's Windfall.
Cheeky.
And he also had a dramatic reversal of his own that see
Would not have been great.
I really do think that if he had the Swan Song, he probably would have just used it on the overload on the
There it is. Transmute for
Ooh, transmute.
Yeah,
Here
this
we
is a
go.
Paradox engine.
Probably.
What do you sack?
I mean, this should have it. This should be the win.
I was just gonna say sack the talisman.
Top? Really?
Yeah.
Therefore, you have infinite colors that you need. Yeah, never mind. That makes sense.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That's GG, guys. Unless
it probably is.
Unless Zer has
Swan
his
Song?
own chain of vapor.
Swan Song?
No, Swan Song doesn't save him anymore. The paradox is resolved.
Swan Song, he's boned. Never mind.
No,
Yeah, he needs
he can't. He can't Swan Song enough things. You can't stop Thrasios. Like once he has infinite mana, he's got infinite mana. You know, he's not quite at infinite yet, but he's got Div Top, and if he can just find any way to draw, it's like he's got quite a bit.
Yeah. He has a bunch of mana, but if he doesn't have any form of gas here, then he's gonna be in trouble.
Actually, guys, so this is actually a super spicy line that I'm almost positive this guy does not. He might, but he didn't just use it here, which is what I would have done. He could have tapped Div Top, cast Nature's Claim in response, let the Paradox trigger resolve. It untaps Div Top.
Oh,
you tap Div Top a second time. You put it on top of your deck and draw it. Then you can replay it to untap all your things with Paradox. You can do that every time you have an instant spell.
Yeah, top lines are so tight.
Yeah, guys. top. Learn how to use div top. It's a really fucking broken card.
Yeah, I know all the top key stuff, but I
Okay.
never would have thought about Yogwill. That's
Oh,
pretty
well, that
good.
should be easy. That should be an
Yeah.
easy victory.
Let's have another look at his graveyard. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in there. I mean, he's got
Demonic
Impulse,
Tutor. He
Dramatic,
has,
Reversal. He's got Tainted Pact, so he can basically go find whatever he wants here.
yeah.
I mean, if he has Demonic Tutor and Tainted Pact, like, I think the easiest thing is you just Demonic Tutor for holding up blue mana for your Pact and Swan Song. You Demonic Tutor for Labman if he's playing that. Oh, he's probably not. Is he just doing...
Easier
I mean,
than that.
loops?
You DT for your Noxious Revival, put Dramatic Reversal
Dramatic
on top.
Reversal on top.
Pick
Yep,
it
that
up,
works.
cast your Ice Scepter, go Infinite Thrasios.
Yeah.
You can win
Yeah,
however
he
you want
sees it.
right now. You've got infinite lines. If your Yogwill resolves, you win.
Yeah.
You know, you just do whatever.
This is easy mode for him now.
Yep. That should do it.
Unless Bullshit Victory does have the Swan Song, because then he can Swan Song something. I don't know. Isochron Scepter, maybe.
But he'd need, like, double counter backup.
Oh, yeah. Neo pointed out he has Paradox Engine out. He can Isochron whatever he wants, and it'll be infinite.
Yeah. Like, he can get Brainstorm
Flex
if he wants to.
Yeah, he's got it. Played Barbichinoo.
Does he have an instant in his hand? Like, what's he putting on the Isochron?
Has he even cast the
Oh, he's
Isochron?
Demonic Tutoring for an instant, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
something.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Can be
going on
sloppy
here?
and he.
Why didn't he play the negate? Why didn't he fucking play the negate?
Yeah,
He
he drew it.
Why-
He drew it
Lotus
off of.
Bloom if it's tap. Oh my god. I thought I have the old Lotus Bloom that just says sacrifice. I forgot you had to tap
Oh,
it.
you have the LED looking Lotus Bloom? Yeah. Yeah, Lotus Bloom taps. Well done. All right. That was a cool game. That had a lot of back
Yep.
and forths.
Definitely. Good stuff. So are people officially done here?
Yeah.
Has
I'm
it.
gonna go eat because I haven't eaten since like noon,
Yeah,
which was 9 hours ago for me.
thanks a
Yeah,
lot
you
for
do
joining
that.
us.
Made up for Siggy's dead throat very well.
Definitely. Alright,
Yeah, this was fun.
I'm gonna stop the stream here, so thanks a lot for watching, and you all have a nice evening, night, day, wherever you may be.
Ciao.
Goodbye.